Leos, and we are going to our Scorpio readings. And I just had the weirdest thing where it was like, I need to start doing Leo readings. So I think I'm going to do Leo readings next, but I'll probably just do Leo readings for the month of June. I don't think I'll have time to get any up for the month of May, but I might. But let's focus. Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you. I've literally got the Five of Pentacles for every single reading. Maybe yours has a different vibe to it though. Knave of Swords. So Scorpio, you're really looking at like you need to ask for some help, especially when it comes to money, and or figure out like how to support yourself with community, outside of community, like get into touch with your better judgment. And Knave of Swords is also really saying that as a clarifier, that this is around you having a connection to your higher self, a connection to your spirituality, a connection to your purpose. That's what you're looking at. Like, do you feel disconnected from your purpose, and why? And are you asking for assistance in getting back to that connection? You'll be doing some hard work this month. It's going to feel like you have a lot of responsibility. You're carrying a heavy load on your back. You got the Knight of Swords here. You're having to push out a lot of deadlines. You're having to push out a lot of paperwork. You're having to make a lot of calls, do a lot of just that background work for not necessarily development, but just like a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork going on behind the scenes of things. Ooh, the Tower. Ooh, May has really shook y'all up, huh, Scorpio? Really shook y'all up around what? Ooh, so there's been a Tower moment when it comes to your idea of a legacy, a happy home. Like, what does that look like? What does that mean for you? You might have experienced some endings when it comes to your relationships. You might have had to move. You might have had to change jobs. You might have had to just like switch everything around. But it's a moment that's going to wake you up to things, especially probably around your addictive behaviors when it comes to love, rushing into relationships, not thinking things through, maybe reaching for support in areas where, people really just aren't available to you, and not staying true to yourself. How do you be able to function in this world as you're looking to build a legacy where you need other people to survive and still maintain that trust within yourself? So this is the end of a cycle. You're moving forward. You're moving into a new season around what it is that you do, and what it is that you're an expert in, what it is that you contribute to the world, how it is that you find peace within the ways in which you build your life. The wheel is turning and it's needed to turn. I'm guessing you've needed that for a while. How we work with this energy, Temperance card for the Knave of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. You really have to balance things out. You've got to balance out your heart and your mind. You've got to not lean too far into one way, get too emotional about things, or get too logical about things. You really got to make sure that how you're going to be approaching this situation that you're dealing with is something that brings you balance and peace. We have the Ten of Wands and we have the Knight of Swords with the Knave of Wands. You've got this energy that's really feeling a little anxious. It's feeling like you just want to move. You want to get something changed. Like, you have so much going on and you're trying to pull that energy into completing all your paperwork or completing all your requirements, but it just feels like a lot, and that lot leads to the Tower. But then how to work with this energy for the Ten of Pentacles under the Tower, or to be the King of Swords. You're going to have to step into that leadership role. You're going to have to be very clear. You're going to have to make a plan. You're going to have to really examine the facts of what's going on. So this is not the time to jump into your feelings or to just jump into like a new thing to make yourself feel better. The Devil card, a new relationship to make yourself feel better because so many things are outside of your control or just not going the way you want to. Like, you really need to take a very practical, self-aware review of what's happening and what led up to this moment and where you want to go next. Nine of Wands under the Knight of Chalices and the Devil card. Really, truly, you're understanding that you have a pretty good world that you've built around you. You have a pretty good support system. You've done a lot of that work. That King of Swords has really brought you into a place where, like, yeah, okay, maybe things didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And maybe you're wanting to go back into some of those more unhealthy coping mechanisms, especially around finding new relationships, finding new loves, just kind of rushing into things, being a little immature about it. But maybe you can slow down a little bit, take a look around you, take in the things around you, and know that, you know, things are not as dire as they may seem. And then we got the Star card under the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. You need to keep hope. I think thinking about what it really is that you want your life to look like. What does an actual Ten of Pentacles look like for you? And then starting to build on that as you transition out of these spaces is going to be the key to success, and then to the key to moving from being a Knight of Chalices to a King of Chalices. This individual, he's daydreaming away. He's not even like paying attention to what's really going on. He's just, you know, yay, these are all the many things it could be, and this love could be amazing for me, and I can be fantastic. And here, like, he's actually working. He's actually involved with, this is real. This is tangible. He has gotten in touch with his feelings, and they're not just some fantasy inside of him. It's real, lived, actionable. He is sharing his love with the world. He is caring for those around him. He's taken an immature, childlike energy he's had within and moved that external to care for childlike, innocent energy outside, and to sustain that. He's here literally working with children and helping them to be creative. So moving from a more mature state to a more mature state is your cycle here. It's going to help you to be more of that actual evolved Scorpio energy, and it's going to get you where you want to go. So it's kind of a rocky month, but you're going to, if you can, move into this space where you maintain your hope, where you focus on your expertise, you focus on what you bring to the table, what you bring to the room, what you provide and contribute to our world, and understand that this is just the ending of the cycle. The wheel always continues to turn, especially for our fixed signs. Y'all have been going through it. And this is just a turning of the wheel of the cycle for Scorpio, and then stepping into that more evolved, more mature, grown folk energy for the King of Chalices. And that's going to be how you get forward and move forward through the month of May. General reading for my Scorpios. If you have questions, if you want a private reading, if you would like to do some shadow work so we can work through some of this stuff here, you know, just reach out to me. My information's in the description box. And go ahead and like and subscribe to this video. And I'll see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.